Everybody, I would like to just welcome you to this little Zoom that is happening actually only between Steve and I. My name is Becky Taylor. I'm from Washington State. I am a Pro 5 with LifeVantage and proudly been with the company just about 1 year now. And I met this gentleman who's going to introduce himself while in Orlando just this last month. And his story was so amazing to me that I asked that if we could do a Zoom together and record this so that he could share his story with you. And I really want anyone who's watching this video to hear this very recent story that to me was just powerful, it was riveting, it was scientific. And so Steve, take it away, introduce yourself and really just dive into your story.
All right, Becky, thanks. First of all, I will say that I was approached by a coworker and says, "Hey, how would you like to know something that's going to be more popular than aspirin?" I says, "What you got?" He says, "You got to see the video." I said, "What video?" I says, "The ABC News video, the investigative report." I says, "Okay, when do I see it?" He says, "Tonight. I'll shoot the link." So I watched the video, and it's what, 10 minutes, 12 minutes, something like that. And I was awestruck. I'm aviation background. That's my background. We don't guess at stuff. As a pilot, as a mechanic, as an air traffic controller, which I've been all, you don't want us guessing. So my mindset was, if this is real, I'm going to find out. And that's my mindset. Plus I'm very health conscious. I was 50 something years old at the time. So I saw that and I went to my doctor. One of my doctors, a hormone replacement therapist. And as we get older, above 40 years old, we all lose those hormones. And that's where I was going. And he was checking everything under the sun, like 8 vials. So I says, "Doc, you got to see this. You got to see this ABC News video." And I started telling him about all the things in the ABC News video. And I says, "This reduces the aging in our cells." His response, "Nothing can do that." I said, "Oh, really?" "I tell you what, Doc, you get me the test and I'm going to do myself." And he says, "I don't know. This is a specialized test." I says, "This is the way it is, Doc. I can't find the test. I can't order the test. You find it and order it for me, or I find a doctor who will." And I says, "Your option. Ball's in your court." He says, "Wait a minute, Steve, just wait a minute. I'll find it." So he did. He found the test with Metametrics Lab in Atlanta, Georgia, and set up the initial blood work and testing. And I did that. And I'm going to show you the documentation here.
Okay, before you go there, I want to see that little pile of pills. You were saying that you're health conscious, so you show us.
That's what I'm going to do.
How health conscious you were. I was like, I'm health conscious, and I don't even put that many pills down my throat every single day. So just
there it is. You should see it now.
Scroll up now and show us here. I can't do it. I'm getting all anxious.
Do you see that picture? Do you see that picture?
Oh yeah.
So this is what I did: is I took a picture of all the supplements I was taking in, all for a reason. Each one had a reason why I was taking it, and I said, and I documented this: Protandim, Nerve2, and Synergizer versus direct antioxidants. And I came up with this little picture of what I was taking and a list.
I mean, look at that. I mean, there's vitamin C, antioxidant, CoQ10. Now that's good. That's an oil. Milk thistle. Guess what that's in?
That's for the liver.
Vitamin B. Nice. And I mean, it's all there. So cinnamon, chromium, mega. I mean, red wine. Good Lord. I'd rather drink a bottle of wine than take all those pills. But look at you, Mr. Health Conscious.
And a lot of it is direct antioxidants.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Antioxidants.
They are. So, okay, keep
scrolling. Here he is.
Now we know. There he is.
Right. So, and then I had my blood work drawn.
Okay.
And this is what I was taking. And my blood work drawn on 1/16/2012 from T-bars, free radicals, oxidative stress test. The test results showed high at 1.38 from the Metametrics lab. And there's the actual result of This Body Logic MD is my doctor, Bruce Thomas, MD. And here's the results. Lipid peroxide test, which is a 0051 test, and it's a specific number. And the results 1.38. Notice I was at the above 60 to 70 percentile on that chart.
And mind you, this is with a body full of vitamin antioxidants.
Bingo.
I mean, that's a point. That's huge.
I want to read this. What does my lipid peroxide result mean? This is the lab saying. It says if your lipid peroxides are high, your body is failing to control the rate of formation of free radicals. But then they go on to say you can increase your protection by taking vitamin E, C, selenium, beta-carotene, biofluorides, however you say that. Many products are available that offer combinations of these and other antioxidants that may be beneficial. Guess what? They don't work.
You were on them. You were
I was on them. I was on them.
I was like, what? You were already
on them, right?
Yeah.
And this is Dr. McCord said this in his Antioxidant Myth audio interview. And it says, I was doing this and my free radicals were high.
Yeah.
But I wrote on there. So we saw this at the beginning. The doctor got the results. He handed it to me, Dr. Bruce Thomas. And I said, okay. By the way, after taking that first draw was the baseline. The next day, the 17th, I started taking Protandim only.
Nothing else. Nothing else.
Nothing else. That's it.
Okay.
Blood work drawn on 3/12/2012 for T-bars. Free radicals, oxidative stress test. Test results showed low at 0.40.
Boom.
A drop in 71% in 55 days.
Hello. Come on. See? That's amazing. That's amazing.
And the kicker is this. I was taking all these direct antioxidants they say that's going to do the job. One for one and done. So and he gets this and he hands this to me.
Wow.
0.40. See where the little mark is? It's almost off the chart.
Wow. Wow.
And he was speechless.
That's below 10% in 55 days.
So the truth is this, like they said, Dr. McCord said, he's been doing this 40 years in research. Between 0 and 20 years old, we have the ability to put out the fire. After 20 years old, we lose this antioxidant enzyme production. And the NRF2 pathway the scientists found, is nothing more than a doorbell messenger on the cell wall that we touch, and we signal the protein messenger to go in there and tell the DNA to do what it did when we were less than 20 years old. That's all.
Yeah.
And it happens inside the cell. It happens inside. All these, I found out, all these vitamins are on the outside of the cell trying to get in to do something before they're flushed out of the body and color the water in your toilet bowl.
Yeah, and it can't happen.
That's all it does is color the water in your toilet bowl.
NRF2 is perhaps one of the most extraordinary medical breakthroughs in the history of medicine. That is not a quote from us. That is a quote from Washington State University in the medical department. So NRF2 synergizer, it's waking us back up, waking our gene behavior. That's why this is called a nutragenomic. 5 herbs. We didn't even talk about that. We haven't even gone there. We just looked at what it's done. But if people are saying, well, that's great. What is it? It's 5 herbs, Nutra. That's why this is absolutely so phenomenal. And I'm just so crazy about hearing this and hearing this live report. There it is, people. You've got it. It is absolutely on record, documented blood test. And that is something that will carry on and go on. And guess what, Mr. Steve Drew? You have just bought yourself about 7% longer life according to the National Institute of Aging.
One of our studies.
Over one of our studies. Well, and you have the science and the documentation, the medical reports to prove it. And that's why we're doing this Zoom today. So thank you for this awesome call today. And you have a beautiful day. And all of you who are watching this, hope you have a beautiful day as well. And yes, I can't wait to hear an update. Let's see. You're going to live to be 107. How's that going to feel?